Hello, I'm Mona Santana. This is my daily gratitude list where I list and talk about 5 things I'm grateful for that hopefully you can relate to as well. Number 1, today I'm grateful for the scent of rain. It's been raining all day and I know it's been raining in LA too. And I'm here in London and it's been raining, which isn't that uncommon an occurrence, but I love the smell of rain. So I thought, why not put it on my gratitude list for today? Because I walked outside and I just thought, oh God, I love that. It's just such a lovely scent. And yeah, obviously you don't smell it all the time because it doesn't always rain, but when it does, I really appreciate the scent of rain. Maybe you do too. I don't know. I would guess. Number 2, I'm grateful for coconuts. Coconuts are interesting because it's like a fruit, but it's also kind of like a meaty sort of fruit. You can have it every single day and you could survive by just eating nothing but coconuts. I love coconut water. And then obviously we use coconuts for so many different things, and coconut oil and coconut milk and just the coconut itself, the coconut shell. I mean, it's incredible. In fact, if you really think about around the world, how many uses we have for coconuts, and so many people use coconuts as a daily meal, and you know, it's a very common food, and I love coconuts personally. It's something that I think is pretty unique. I don't know that there's another fruit or anything like coconuts, and they're pretty great. Also, I really love that song, Take the Lime and the Coconut. That Harry Nilsson song, if you guys know what I'm talking about. Would never have occurred if there were no coconuts. So anyway, coconuts. Number 3, I'm grateful for something completely random, but I had just, in fact, speaking of songs, I was just listening to that song Vincent from the 70s. Oh God, I can't remember who it's by right now, but it's about Vincent van Gogh, but it's just like really, really beautiful song. And it's got this really particular feeling, and it's sort of like, it's a really melancholy song. And I was thinking about that feeling of melancholy where it's sort of like an exquisite sadness almost, but it's actually beautiful, and it's sort of like based in sort of memories or something. And it's just like, how amazing is it that a song can trigger a feeling like that? I mean, what is it? That's to me, it's an amazing thing that you can hit some kind of frequency in a song just by hearing a certain sound, that you would feel that way. And I thought, I don't know if there's another song that makes you feel melancholy more, I think, than that particular song. And I love that song. I think it's a gorgeous song, and I guess a lot of songs make you feel melancholy, but I'm grateful for the feeling of melancholy because it's something that we feel. There's a lot of different feelings that you can have, and you're not always going to feel, you know, happy or joyous or, you know, love or whatever. Sometimes you're going to feel some kind of sadness or whatever, but I actually think that those feelings are great. And so I want to embrace that one, melancholy. Whenever I hear that particular song, I feel that way. I get like, oh, that kind of like sad, but it's beautiful. And so I don't know, that's kind of an odd thing to feel grateful for, but I think the more that you can find things like that to feel grateful for, I think it's sort of like the easier your life is, because then you start to embrace things that are not necessarily like your favorite thing in the world, even though that is kind of a good thing, kind of a good feeling. It's weird, right? Melancholy? I don't know. Think about it. So I am grateful for melancholy, the feeling of melancholy. Maybe you can relate to that. I don't know. Number 4 is Etta James. I am grateful. I am so grateful for Etta James. I love Etta James so much. She's probably my favorite songstress. That voice is so completely unique, so like identifiable for me. Like the second I hear Etta James, I know it's Etta James. Plus, I love the choices that she made in songs. I mean, she's probably most known for At Last, which I think is a gorgeous song, but I like a lot of her stuff in her later career, which I don't think we didn't get to hear so much of, but she's got this crazy great cover in the 70s she did of You Can Leave Your Hat On, which isn't a song I particularly like anyway, but when she does the song, I love it. It's amazing. She is just so intensely passionate, and that voice with that sort of bit of gravel to it. I think Etta James was so unique and so amazing. And oh, there's this other song that she does called You Got It, which I think is like such a great song. Like if you're feeling like you want to feel happy, you put on that song. If you feel melancholy, listen to Etta James, You Got It. So listen to Vincent and then follow it up by You Got It, and then you don't have to wallow in that feeling. You know, you can feel it sometimes, but then you can easily feel more uplifted and happy if you listen to that song, because it is so brilliant. And I don't know, I just think Etta James was such a unique person as well, because if you think about who she was, and you know, she was one of a kind. I mean, completely one of a kind. And I just am so grateful that she existed in the world and recorded her gorgeous voice and all those incredible songs. And I am so grateful for Etta James. And if you don't know who she is, you need to know who she is, because she's amazing. So, and I only have time to mention a couple songs here. So maybe there's some songs in her repertoire and her catalog that you prefer. So, you know, if you thought of one, let me know. Maybe I don't know it. I'd love to know more. So comment about that if you like. Number 5, I'm grateful for, I'm grateful for public benches. I know it's kind of a random thing, but you know, sometimes you're going out for a walk or whatever, and then, you know, maybe you've been walking for a lot longer than you anticipated and you feel like you want to sit down, and there's a bench, you know, and as a community, we pay taxes, and then, you know, they make things and put up things. Maybe you're the person who did it, I don't know, who, you know, put up a bench. That's pretty cool. I mean, if there were no benches, where would you sit? You know what I mean? I know that sounds kind of silly, but it's true. Or like you're walking through a park or something, and then there's a bench, and it's kind of cool. You can meet people and sit down and, you know, read a book or whatever and take in the air. If you know, live in an apartment, you want to go out and hang out at the park and stuff. Who knows? Whatever the situation might be. I love that we have public benches. It's not something I would imagine most people really think about and really appreciate. So if you can do that, I think it's really good, because it makes you realize that we are surrounded by things that we should feel grateful for. I'm not saying that every minute of your life you're like, oh, everything's so great, you know, because it isn't always like that. That is a fact. It's not. But it is a really good thing to do to practice having more feelings of appreciation and gratitude, because it'll make you default to a more optimistic way of looking at your life, and things that happen in your life that aren't exactly ideal seem less horrible. So practicing gratitude, I think, is a really good thing to do for yourself, along with, like, you know, exercising your body too, you know, and eating foods that are good for you and stuff like that. You know, this is akin to that. It's probably even more important to a certain degree. So if you want to continue to join me, I would be more than happy to keep doing this. And if you would like to subscribe, I would really appreciate that too. If you have subscribed, thank you very much. And I will see you next time. Thank you for joining me. Have a great day.